All right, well, I think I've got myself together. If not, this earpiece is coming out again. We've got clouds overhead this morning. Like the last few mornings, it's been cloudy, it's been foggy, but I think you could maybe play around here at the Country Club of Harrisburg or at your course of choice before some storms develop. And I think they're going to be more toward this evening. And then a brief break in humidity is possible as we move into Friday and Saturday. Wouldn't that be nice? But more storms around on Sunday. So the pattern isn't necessarily breaking, but we may get a break for 2 days, and that would be welcome. The sun is out in Wrightsville this morning as we take a look at the Susquehanna River. Speaking of plush, look at that green grass. They had a lot of rain there the other day. Clouds are back on the move, though, and we can see we have what's called a sort of a mesoscale convective complex over Ohio, and the outflow from that may trigger more thunderstorms here locally by later this afternoon into this evening. So that's something we're going to be watching, and these clouds are going to be increasing again. The temperatures popping into the 80s for most of the state as we take a look at this 10 a.m. hour. Dew points absolutely atrocious in the mid to upper 70s. It is awfully humid out there, and temperatures should make a run at 90 this afternoon. Downpours and storms later. Heavy rain a threat again into this evening, and I think we will see downpours and storms continue into the overnight with lows in the 70s. So just, again, the atrocious humidity, mugginess, and this pattern isn't going anywhere. Look at all this water vapor, right? I mean, it's just humid, and we can see it now. This squiggly line is the front. That's going to be coming through sort of a leading trough, and then the actual front will come through here. More storms in the upper Midwest today, tomorrow. So we've got really two things coming at us the next 2 days right into this hot and humid environment. Here's the first one, and that's out over Ohio. And this convection could refire and likely will over top of us here for this evening. So I think unlike last evening when we thought it would be safe to be outside, tonight, probably a different story. Keep the weather app handy because I think we can get most of our afternoon in. But I do think this evening is going to be stormy in spots, especially starting off in our western counties. Watch as we let this play out. And you'll notice 5, 6 o'clock in the west, drifting here, 7 o'clock right over Harrisburg and York. But then another round wants to fire up tonight. And so that's why I don't think we're out of the woods necessarily when the sun goes down. We could see some downpours and storms overnight. Tomorrow, less of a threat, but there's still going to be a storm or two around tomorrow afternoon and evening because this is the actual front that is then going to push some drier and less humid air in for Friday and Saturday. Notice the rain amounts too, and I want to show this because this is interesting. Notice where the heaviest rain is over the next 2 days. It's in our western counties, and while they would be prone to flash flooding too, certainly we know the eastern counties have taken the brunt of this over the last couple of weeks, and if they would get spared the heaviest, that's good news. Now we'll see how it plays out because again, any cell that develops can contain heavy rain because of the atmosphere. So flash flooding is a concern across the region, but it is good to see that maybe our western counties spare the eastern counties a bit this time. Dew points remain high and healthy throughout the day tomorrow, but watch Thursday night. Look at this. Come on. Look at that. Drier air filtering in by Friday. And I do think Friday and Saturday will not only feel better, but also should stay dry. Temperature-wise over the next 10 days, more of the same, mid to upper 80s. Some days will be near 90, pretty consistent and pretty much right where we should be. The average high is 87. So no big temperature swings, but there will be some humidity swings. And I do think Friday and Saturday are trending drier. Sunday looks stormy again. And then next week, seeing some signs that next week could be drier too. And when we look through the end of July, notice the Climate Prediction Center has shifted the threat of above average rainfall a little bit westward. That again is good news for our eastern counties. If they can get spared the worst of it here, they've already been through it. So we'll see, but downpours and thunderstorms really anywhere through tonight. Hot and humid tomorrow, a high of 92. We do get a break, brief break Friday and Saturday. It looks nice. More humidity and more storms Sunday, and then we'll wait and see what happens next week. Chambersburg.